King David prepares to say goodbye. After David had Solomon anointed and placed on his throne, David knew his time on earth was coming to an end. So he gathered together all the leaders of Israel, as well as the priests and Levites. David had put a lot of work into getting things ready for the building of God's house, and it was time to pass it all on to Solomon. King David rose to his feet and said, "Listen to me, my people. I had it in my heart to build a house as a place of rest for the ark of the covenant of the Lord, for the footstool of our God, and I made plans to build it. But God said to me, 'Solomon your son is the one who will build my house and my courts, for I have chosen him to be my son, and I will be his father. I will establish his kingdom forever, if he is unswerving in carrying out my commands and rules.' So with that in mind, now I tell you in front of everyone and in the hearing of our God, be careful to follow all the commands of the Lord your God, that you may possess this good land and pass it on as an inheritance to your descendants forever. And to you, my son Solomon, recognize God and serve him with wholehearted devotion and with a willing mind. For the Lord searches every heart and understands every desire and every thought. If you look for him, he will be found by you. But if you turn your back on him, he will reject you forever. God has chosen you to build his house. Be strong, do the work, and finish it." Then David gave his son Solomon all the plans for the house that the Spirit had put in David's mind. Every little detail. David also gave him instructions for all those who would be building or serving in the temple. There were 38,000 Levites over the age of 30 years old, and he gave each of them a job to do in God's house. Every one of them. From the builders to the gatekeepers to the musicians, he told them exactly what they needed to do. "All this," David said, "I have in writing as a result of the Lord's hand on me. He allowed me to understand all the details of the plan." Then King David said to all the people, "My son Solomon, the one whom God has chosen, is still young and inexperienced. His job is huge because this house is not for man, but for God. So we have to help him. With all my strength, I have provided for the temple of my God, collecting gold, silver, bronze, iron, and wood, as well as all kinds of fine stone and marble. In addition to everything I've already collected for the work, now I give all my personal treasures of gold and silver for the temple of my God. Now who else wants to help?" Then the leaders and the officials in charge of the king's work willingly gave their valuables: gold, silver, iron, bronze, and precious stones. The people were so happy to see their leaders giving so happily and freely and completely. Sounds like there was a lot of cheerful giving and happy laughing people, doesn't it? David the king was also super happy. He praised the Lord in front of everyone, saying, "Praise be to you, Lord, the God of our father Israel, from everlasting to everlasting. Yours, Lord, is the greatness and the power and the glory and the majesty and the splendor. For everything in heaven and earth is yours. Yours, Lord, is the kingdom. You are high above all. Wealth and honor come from you. You're the ruler of all things. In your hands are strength and power to lift up and give strength to all. Now, our God, we give you thanks and praise your glorious name. I have seen with joy how willingly your people here have given to you. Yahweh, the God of our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, keep these desires and thoughts in the hearts of your people forever. Keep their hearts loyal to you, and make my son Solomon willing to obey your commands and rules and to do everything to finish building the magnificent house for which I've provided." Then David said to everyone there, "Praise the Lord your God." So they all praised the Lord, laying flat on the ground before the Lord and the king. Then they ate and drank with great joy in the presence of the Lord that day. These are some of David's last words. "The Spirit of the Lord spoke through me. His word was on my tongue. The God, the Rock of Israel, said to me, when one rules over people in righteousness, when he rules in the fear of God, He is like the sunrise on a cloudless morning, like the brightness after rain that brings grass from the earth. David died at a good old age, having enjoyed long life, wealth, and honor. David, son of Jesse, was king over Israel 40 years, 7 in Hebron and 33 in Jerusalem.